cute little plane. Well, I dare say, if I had more time, I'd find a way to be a valuable friend to these old retired career National Defense Department flyboys. And I would find a way to schmooze me on board the rides. Boy, I wish I could fly. Yeah. We do what we can. All jokes aside. Okay. Yeah, I was going to... just before we get going. Boy, those change quick. Okay, that's not what today's video is about, though. This is going to be the start in a series on the many uses of hemp. Gee, I hope this isn't too dark. Here, we'll go against the laundry. Here you go. See this shirt? We're going to start here. This is going to be the first thing of many hemp products I talk about. This here shirt, my brother Cliff got it at a booth in a, Eaton's or the Bay, I can't quite remember which. Oh, so we're talking like, oh, what, fuck, 20, we were young. 20? No, we're, holy shit, 30 years ago! This is probably the only time we ever shopped together. Yeah, so anyhow, and I guess it was Christmas shopping. I remember the booth was right by the escalators. And this shirt is 100% hemp. It used to have a crest here. It said Sensimilia, nature's way of staying high, and it had a Sensimilia plant. Keep in mind, we used to get Mexican dirtweed back then, you know, seeded brown stuff that had kind of gone moldy before they redded, as they call it, before they packed it. Literally, Mexican ditchweed. Okay, so Sensimilia was big, and it was about 4 times the going rate from the criminals back then. As opposed to the Mexican ditchweed. So, you know, Senscamillion was, you know, we didn't have that kind of thing back then. Rarely. Okay, so anyhow, back to the history of this shirt. I got it about a couple years after he got it, and I've literally probably worn this, no shit, 2,000 fucking times. You know what, a shirt that you have for, maybe you wear it once a week, and you're lucky if you can get 2 years out of it, so like 100 uses. If you're real gentle. Okay, now when I say tough as nails, but way more comfortable than cotton even, breathes better. I'm talking, I used this shirt, you know, because the label all peeled off and didn't look spiffy and perfect, and that's why he gave it to me, right? It was kind of a rubbery latex decal that they stuck on. Like, he had a bunch to choose from, and he chose this one and stuck it on, which is really bold for Nipper back then. Cliff. Yeah, well. So, you know, literally, I'm going to say 100 times the wear factor of any good cotton shirt I've ever had. Way more comfortable. And some of the uses I use this thing through, you'd be lucky to get 3 or 4 wears out of a good cotton shirt. You know, like fighting wildfires as a BC fire warden, slash burning, and all the work that's done after, which is like a huge area that you burn off to the ground to back in the olden days, so it was clean for replanting. Really harsh, including the chemicals we would use, and but just the smoke alone. I mean, anybody who's worked around fires, forest fires, knows how it does everything, even away from the heat. Incredible product. You know, I know since then they've probably learned to do all kinds of things to degrade hemp, which I've mentioned before. So this is where we're going to start this new playlist. The many uses of hemp, beyond just purely medicinal. We all know about hemp rope. Fortunately, I didn't think to grab a piece. I'm sure there's around somewhere in my junk. You know, like this is poly, which they've now perfected so it disintegrates in the sun, of course, like everything. Can't have it lasting 10 years sitting there doing nothing when it could just, you know, go to pot in 6 months doing nothing, not even getting used if it was in the sun. And I've touched on this before. The cotton industry in the 30s outlawed hemp in the United States and then in Canada, and it was entirely industrial sabotage. They did bring hemp back through the War Measures Acts in Canada and the States. Certainly in Canada, I know for a fact, and the Mennonites had all kinds of permits to grow it for World War II. For, you know, what do they call it? Strategic Materials or Strategic Goods Act or something like that, and it was like mandatory, you know. That's why it was such, nothing they had back then could touch it. And I'm sure many traditional sailboat enthusiasts could chime in a whole chapter about how it holds up well in salt water like nothing else. And incredibly earth-friendly as far as not destroying soil ecologies and mineralization, like so many things do, like cotton does. And I'm going to put a bunch of links. Maybe I'll put a couple here to get us started. From my playlist, I think that most of them are probably under Seek Herbal Remedy, about non-medicinal uses for hemp. Just how incredible of a plant it is. And I'm not saying that for any other reason than that's exactly how it is and was and still is for many uses. For many reasons, as far as being an excellent fucking product, a tremendous product, as well as how it's ecologically very, very friendly crop to grow intensively and repeatedly. It doesn't require a lot of the agri-pesticides and poisons and fertilizers that its replacements like cotton use. Seriously though, I'm ashamed to say this is my only hemp product, but you know, I've just been so absolutely amazed by it, and the ability for it to, you know, let moisture out and to dry out and not shrink. And we're talking mega abuse, like really, you couldn't on the average, the way that I've used this shirt over all this 30 fucking years, I'm not shitting you. You can see it, the hem and all that is long since tore off and separated from the thread, but probably cotton thread, I would imagine. It's like saying I got thousands and thousands of uses out of this. Let's say, now that I think about it, let's say if I wore it 100 times a year over 30 years, oh wow, that's that's pretty good performance. Especially we're talking like heavy duty performance, right? But that I would give a cotton shirt not 20 wears but 5 wears. That kind of extreme use, right? I'm way behind. I didn't even have supper yet. It's almost dark, so I'm just going to leave it at that for now. and we'll keep going. Anyone have relevant uploads they want to put into the video response, or if they're not their uploads, if there's somebody else's from their favorite, just email me the link. Email it to my front channel page, the main page there. You can email links there without fucking around and taking the, you know, www dots and .coms and stuff. You can't do that on a comments page, right? But you can do a regular copy and paste. It won't come through as a link to anybody's main channel page under their comments, right? Hey, so help me out with this. Within a video or two, I'll get into why timing is so critical that we get this moving. We have to inform the Harper government that in fact Canadians do care about their own governance and about whatever bullshit him and his globalist gangsters intend to impose on us as they take away our freedoms and more importantly, any rights and lands to that we have as Canadians or as individuals holding titles. Boy, got the plane came back. So let's just end on that cue. Isn't that how we started? Flying off into the sunset. And obviously with all this Fukushima nonsense being left to soft kill us, we're going to be needing a lot of these tremendous herbal properties that are well known and tested and true and substantiated as far as using hemp products for both cancer mitigation, which is anything from pain relief to be able to eat, to actual cures for some forms of it. Again, go to my playlist, Seek Herbal Remedy. Right. I'll get you started in all those favorite lists that I've stuck into that particular playlist. They all have, most of them have links to the hard data, and of course all of them are going to have on the right side there the other similar ones if you're on their comment page as opposed to the main page. Everybody just does a little. We'll have a really good package, and by we I mean anything on my page, go ahead and put it on your page. Build, build, build. Run with it. When you get through picking out anything that's useful and you want to stick on your page out of mine, out of my uploads, out of my playlists, out of my favorites, and out of everyone who's in there, well, you know, in fact, start doing your own uploads or whatever. You know, maybe you don't have a camera, maybe you don't on your laptop, maybe you don't want to do that, but you can still build on other people's work. And if you're worried about accuracy and liability and all that, then don't upload it. Just favorite it or add it to your playlist. All that basically is just a link. You get credit for it. Your channel gets credit for it. But you're not liable for anything that's said there. You're just, you know, you're just like quoting someone. Boy, sure is a lot of orange in this clouds. I wouldn't think that's any of the volcanic ash yet from Iceland. But you never know. She could have got caught up in the transpolar. Our fucking currents are so fucked up already. And it wasn't all just because of naturally thinning atmosphere. Which again is recovering. And was mainly attributed to the super solar low. Those sunspots are what nourish all the planet's atmospheres. More specifically, they re-nourish the heliosphere, which is the sun's atmosphere, which renourishes all the planet's atmospheres to some degree. Also abrades it, but all your religious books talk about these things. Just not clearly to you guys, because, well, I don't know. I guess because you don't know the sciences to be able to figure out what was poorly translated from different tongues to people who had very little science in its current uniformities. Well, there's a little bit of information and a nice little sunset. Hey, Mo! Say, here's people. Alright, we'll just leave it at that. Well, thanks for your consideration. Hopefully some of you guys will be encouraged to start your own or contribute here, you know, comment, whatever. Yeah, of course, anything you do, even the fact you viewed it, it's all, you know, some prick somewhere thinks he's spending our tax money wisely doing that to you, but just, what can I say? Make informed choices. But this isn't about people that like to get high to self-medicate all the bullshit, all the human bullshit that they just can't hang on to anymore. This is about far more than that, right? And when you consider what the Harper government is about to do to make Canadians feel safe, with a whole lot of law changes, I mean, you want to see your kid get a 5-year sentence in a private prison because he went to a party and, you know, smoked some grass? I mean, it wasn't this bad back in the 70s, never mind. Of course, we didn't have privatized prisons back then that we soon will have in Canada. Like they have all over the States. And like any corporation, they just gotta grow. Not like a bureaucracy. Way different, because someone's gotta make a profit. You get it. Okay, so there you go, Dr. Yak. There's an update on the eyes. We're going through the switchover. Like about another week, and I can start trying some of the new synthetics. I don't know. Try and find out.